That'll be Marion again, Mr.
Well,
Wilkes.
she said she'd ring through as soon as the doctor's report came. We'll pack in. Oh, good morning, Jack.
Henry, is there any more news of Marion?
Well, she was with the police all last night.
Why? What's up?
I'm not sure, really, Jack. Marion says Paolo took an overdose of something or other.
The police say there are suspicious circumstances.
Well, is she all right?
Well, as far as I could tell on the phone.
Yeah, well, look, Henry, if there's anything I can do, and tell her I was asking after her, will you?
Aye, I will, right. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, bye.
Hi. You were up early?
Couldn't sleep.
You were fast asleep when I came up last night. So, what have you got on today?
Absolutely nothing. And I never thought I'd ever hear myself saying that.
Well, why don't you come back to bed for an hour then?
I'd never get up again.
So?
It wouldn't be so bad if I could ship one of those barn conversions. Not had a sniff of a buyer. They're stupid, short-sighted. I don't believe this.
What's the matter?
The council, they've turned down the golf course. Not in keeping with the character of the locality. Oh,
Why?
well, I don't bother to give a reason. 12 months planning and a lot of money down the drain. Blast!
There, did you feel it?
No.
There.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's an opening bowler for Yorkshire, that is.
Might be a girl.
Oh, that won't matter, where Yorkshire played last year.
Oh, Mum, didn't see you there.
I was wondering, is it all right if I have a shower?
Well, of course it is. You don't have to ask.
Well, I didn't know whether there'd be enough hot water.
Oh, you can always put the immersion heater on.
Oh, no, you mustn't. Not for me.
Right, well, anyway, I'm going to go to work. Enjoy your last day.
I'll enjoy it more when it's over.
Don't let Mr. Turner push you. I might be seeing you later on. I thought about what you said. I will go and see Mr. Tate. After all, what have I got to lose?
We really don't need any more logs. Or is that the planning officer you've dismembered?
I can't believe they turned it down. Would have created jobs.
But Frank, you said after the press conference you didn't expect to get all your plans through.
Well, with so much going down, there's no money to do the other things. Damn fool idiots.
This doesn't sound like the man who used to say his motto was, "Don't let the beggars grind you down."
That was the haulage business. I knew what I was doing there.
Well, not in the beginning. You had to learn to play the game.
And now somebody else is making the rules.
So, change them. You always did before.
A long time ago, love. Too flipping long.
I can't say I ever took to Paolo, but I wouldn't have wished him dead.
Ma, the man was a sadistic, twisted pillock. Marion's life was a misery because of him.
Jack!
I wonder if Henry's heard anything else about what happened.
Have you spoken to him today, Jack?
No. None of my business. Better get on.
What was Marion like, Annie? I never really knew her.
She used to ride around on a white horse. Beautiful girl she was. Swept Jack and Joe off their feet.
Both of them?
I think she enjoyed playing one off against the other. Nothing's changed.
Is that what she did with Jack and Paolo?
Well, I think she tried to. But once she'd given Paolo his son and heir, he wasn't all that interested in her. And Marion liked being the centre of attention. I think she used Jack to make Paolo jealous.
Oh, there must have been more to it than that. For Jack to go herring off to Italy.
Jack chased that lass for nigh on 20 years, ever since he saw her on her white horse.
But Marion never chased after him.
Oh, I don't know what she wanted, but I do know this. She didn't want to come down from a villa in Tuscany to a bit of a farmhouse in Beckendale.
Well, I'd better get the muck spreading done. Who needs a villa in Tuscany?
Jack doesn't. He knows where he belongs. So you can stop worrying, can't you?
Worrying? Why should I worry? Jack's told me it was all over ages ago. That's good enough for me.
How long? But the local people want the course. It'll create jobs, improve the environment.
I really don't know what I'm doing here. I mean, what can you do?
Oh, look, you said yourself, you've nothing to lose. He'll help you. I'm sure he will.
Yes, I will have a word. More than one, in fact.
Elizabeth Feltman's outside. Wondered if you could spare a moment.
Oh, fine. Good morning, Elizabeth. Come in. Would you like some coffee?
Please.
Dolly, sit down. How can I help you?
Well, I don't really know if you can. I suppose I was wondering if you had any ideas.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I can't even cope with my own problems at the moment. Never mind yours.
Would you consider giving us longer to pay the rent?
How would that help? No, listen, Elizabeth. I have every sympathy for you, and I wish there was something that I could do. But if you don't pay your rent now, you're going to get yourself deeper into debt. You'll never get out of this mess. And sooner or later, I'd have to move you off.
You'd evict us.
If it comes to it, yes, I will. But you know the score. You know you can't keep going. I don't want to have to take you to court, bring in the bailiffs. But I don't think that's going to be necessary. Do you?
I bet you miss jobs like this.
Funnily enough, I don't. Hey, do you and Jack fancy coming over for a meal tonight?
Oh, we'd love to.
I suppose you've heard about Paolo marrying. It's terrible, isn't it? Wonder what made him do it.
Or maybe being crippled by that accident.
Yeah, must be hard when you've got someone as beautiful as Marion. Wonder whether she'll stay in Italy.
Why shouldn't she?
Well, the last time she was here, she was saying how much she'd love to come back, but that Paolo wouldn't. Well, now she's a rich widow, there'll be nothing to stop her.
No. Nothing at all.
So, see you about 8-ish?
Sorry?
Tonight. You and Jack, our place.
Oh, right.
Okay, see you then.
You're in early, Mr. Turner.
Oh, it's Elsa, you see, her last day. We thought we'd have a little bit of a treat, didn't we, Elsa?
Yes, Mr. Turner.
So that's my usual, please, Amos, and orange juice.
Please.
Mr. Braley, Gary Lippman. I'm from Skipdale Breweries. It's a nice place you got here.
Nice ale and all, Monks's.
Oh, yes. I can see it's popular. I hear you're looking for a manager.
Are you applying?
No. But I do have a little proposition for you. You see, despite my little joke, we know what a lovely hostelry you have here. We're very envious of Monks, having you sell their beer.
Oh, well, there's a reason for that. I like Monks's and so do my customers. I don't like Skipdale Breweries.
Well, nobody's asking you to like us, Mr. Braley. Take our money. Call us what you like.
Take what money?
We'd like to buy you out, Mr. Braley. Buy the Woolpack.
Did he leave a note or anything?
I'm not sure. Find out more when I get there.
How long do you plan to stay?
I don't know. I mean, I can't leave the Woolpack for long at the moment. Depends what I find when I get there, I suppose.
Well, look, give her my best wishes.
I thought it was all over with you and Marion.
Doesn't mean I can't be concerned about her, Henry.
What about Sarah?
Well, this has got nothing to do with Sarah.
We'd make you a very decent offer, Mr. Braley.
I can assure you, Mr. Lippman, there is no offer as Skipdale Breweries could make it was be acceptable.
Well, we'd spend a lot of money improving the place.
Oh, no, your sort of improvements turn a beloved hostelry into a gin palace. That's what you have in mind.
Modernisation, Mr. Braley, that's all.
Look, I am not selling. And if that's all you're coming for, I suggest you leave immediately.
I think you got through to him, Amos.
Good. Excuse me.
No wonder the place is empty.
Oh, don't be fooled. The Woolpack is very popular, and a lot of that's down to Amos. I take the malt shovel as an alternative.
Oh, yes, it was offered. We turned it down.
I'm not surprised. It's got half the potential of the Woolpack.
You think this place has got potential?
Well, you wouldn't be here if it hadn't. Alan Turner.
Let me get you a drink. Perhaps you can help me to change Mr. Braley's mind. That was a joke, Mr. Braley. I'm sure you must have heard one once.
Oh, aye. Just now. Something about Skipdale Breweries buying Woolpack.
What did he have to say?
Nothing, really. Sympathy. There isn't much you could say.
Look, I've been working out. If we can get through to...
Michael. We've got to stop now. Well, if we carry on any longer, we're just going to get deeper and deeper into debt. If we get out now, we'll at least break even.
We've got to keep fighting.
We've been fighting, love. Nobody could do any more. But to fight, you've got to have something to win. There isn't anything for us anymore.
Okay.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, I'm not daft, you know. I know we can't keep on.
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry.
That Lipman will only bit first, Mr. Wilkes. Like vultures waiting for a thirst-crazed man in desert to die.
It was a reasonable proposition. You turned him down. That's the end of it.
Oh, it had better be. Anyhow, there's no reasonable about Skipdale Breweries wanting to buy Woolpack.
Well, whatever you say. Anyway, I must get off. I'll miss my plane.
But what am I going to do about a manager? Shall I advertise again?
You do what you like. I trust you. I'm only going to be a few days.
Ah, well, give Marion my condolences, and you, Niccolo, a big kiss.
Aye. Oh, thanks. And think on this, Amos. If we can't find a manager, selling out to a brewery might not be a bad idea after all.
Elsa, I think you'd better get back to the office. There is that order for trout from Metcalfe's, and, of course, the query on the shooting days.
Oh, OK.
Well, I'll catch up on everything before you go.
Yes, Mrs. Turner.
I won't be long, I promise.
All right, Mrs. Turner.
You seem to run your business very efficiently.
Oh, yes. Yes, it leaves time for other things. I'm a counsellor, you know.
Oh, keep your finger in plenty of pies.
Well, I like people, you see, dealing with them. Even Amos, despite his manner. Now, I can understand him being so protective about this place. I mean, it's wife and children to him.
I can't see him finding a manager that suits.
Really? Well, perhaps not. What it needs is a person who understands the place and the people. But to make it worthwhile, that somebody has got to understand something else. The potential.
How do you mean?
Well, Amos caters very well for the locals. But he lets the tourists get away with money in their pockets.
Oh.
And they'd like to eat here. You know, proper meals, not just bar snacks. And they pay the earth. As a businessman, it offends me to see these opportunities going begging. And that's what it needs, a local entrepreneur. Someone with a good head for money, someone who's at home in a pub, someone with a sense of charm and style, and somebody who's not afraid to make the necessary changes. Where you find a man like that, haven't you?
Oh, I already have, Alan.
Really? Who?
You. Another drink?
27 years. And to have to give it all up like this.
There've been plenty of good times at Blackthorn.
Not for a long time, lass.
Well, then maybe it's best to get out. Start again.
Doing what? Who wants a middle-aged woman who knows naught but farming? Not to mention where we're going to live.
Turner?
He'll be back any minute.
Oh, hello again, Elizabeth.
I might as well tell you now, Mr. Tate. Blackthorn is yours to do with as you will.
I am sorry that it's come to this.
So are we all. Well, I'll get out of your way, lass.
Oh, Elizabeth. Nice to see you, my dear.
Mr. Turner.
Frank? What can I do for you?
It's what you could have done, Alan, but didn't. The golf course. The council have turned it down.
Ah, yes, yes. It was a close thing, though. Only 2 votes in it.
As Beckendale councillor, which way did you vote?
Oh, I didn't. Vested interest, you see. You're my landlord at the game farm.
But you did lobby support.
Much as I would like to have done, that would have seemed to have been as bad form as actually voting.
You know what that scheme meant to me, Alan? I'm riding on a deal with hundreds of thousands of pounds, and you're talking about flaming form.
Maybe you can invest a tiny bit of it into Blackthorn instead. Get the farm back on its feet.
You don't know the first thing about this, my girl.
All they need is a few thousand. It's pocket money to you.
I invest money. I don't chuck it away.
We're good farmers. We just need a chance.
Look, Elsa, your mother has obviously seen sense. I suggest you talk to her about it.
I thought you stood up for us the other day when he was running us down. It's different when you have to put your money where your mouth is, isn't it?
What the hell are you talking to? I will not be lectured by a slip of a girl.
Come on, Frank, don't take it out on Elsa. It's not her fault the golf course was turned down.
No, it wasn't, was it, Alan?
I would like to have seen that golf course, but there was nothing I could do about it, so don't try and take it out on me either.
Well, we'll see how much your principles cost you, because now I won't be able to pump into the game farm as much as you wanted.
Really? Well, I'm not that bothered, Frank. So if you'll excuse us, we've got rather a lot of work to do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. I don't know what got into me.
It's about time somebody stood up to Frank Tate. But I must say, I didn't expect it to be a... What was it he called you? Slip of a girl? Now, have you done those fish orders and the shooting days?
Yeah, everything you need to know about's in that file.
Good, good. Well, I think you can get off home now. You've done more than enough for one day. Oh, by the way, I've got a couple of little gift vouchers for the baby. Normally, I would have asked my secretary to do things like that. Oh, dear. What am I going to do without you?
You'll manage.
Well, I doubt it. I haven't even found your replacement yet.
Don't look like I'll be able to pay you back now.
Don't worry about it, lad. We're just sorry we can't do more.
You can do me a favour if you like. I'm babysitting for Jack and Sarah tonight. Could do with some company.
Yeah, all right.
Anytime after 8.
OK, I'll see you then.
And just 'cause you're next door, don't forget...
No shenanigans.
Mr. Pollard, Elizabeth Feldman. I thought it was good news that travels fast. Anyway, I'd like you to organise a dispersal sale. Yes, everything. Well, the sooner the better. Just do what you have to.
Michael and Archie not here yet?
Archie?
Yeah, I met Michael earlier and he said we could come up. Oh, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Not cramping your style, am I?
No, of course not.
Rachel, I'm sorry. I wouldn't want to get in your way.
Doesn't matter.
Well, gonna open the wine then?
Yeah, sure. You're really quite sure of yourself, you are, aren't you?
Sometimes, not always.
You've got them twisted around your little finger. Just got to call and they'll come running.
Who?
Archie and Michael.
Listen, Rachel, if you'd rather I went, that's fine. It was Michael who invited us here. It's not my fault if you didn't realise you wanted him all to yourself.
Hey-o. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it?
Working for a family firm, do you and your brother always see eye to eye?
Absolutely.
They fight like cat and dog. Joe wants to use the benefits of modern science, so Jack goes for organics. Joe wants beef, Jack wants sheep. And so it goes on.
OK. Maybe not eye to eye, then. What about you and your dad? Must be difficult after the success he had running the company.
Yeah, it is. But times have changed. Next year, the common market barriers go down. My lorries will be all over Europe.
Please, don't talk to me about the common market.
No, nor me. It's boring. Anyway, what did you get for Christmas, Sarah?
A lie-in. He did the milking.
You old romantic, Jack. Kath brought me this fabulous new electronic bridge game.
Bridge? Thought you were a poker man.
Yeah, but you can't play poker against a machine. The challenge is beating the other guy.
Yeah, I know. Used to play a bit myself.
Well, if I'd known you were such a gambler, I'd have bought you something a bit more adventurous than that Monopoly.
Monopoly?
Well, he kept saying he wanted to do something after Robert had gone to bed other than watch the telly.
Well, it wasn't Monopoly I exactly had in mind, Sarah.
Oh, Well, you'll have to teach me how to play poker then, won't you?
Not allow me. Brought your purse?
I'll find what Jack and Sarah get up to on cold winter's nights anyway. Which one of you two's going to be old boot?
Archie, you can't expect us to play Monopoly.
Why not? With your background, I would have thought you'd been ace at it.
Michael won't want to play.
Why?
Because Michael and his mother lost their home and their farm today. The banks forced them out. Like in Monopoly.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Monopoly! I haven't played that for years. Bags Harvey Banker.
Kathy's been telling me about the suicide. Paolo, wasn't it? Understand his wife's an old friend. Raise you two.
What should I do?
Raise him.
How did he do it, do you know?
Don't be so morbid.
Well, I'm just interested. What are you going to do, Sarah?
I'll raise you. There's your two and another two.
Your call, Christopher.
Right, I'll see you. There's your two, and I'll see you for two. Nasty piece of work, I gather.
Chris, for God's sake, shut up.
Sorry, he wasn't a friend of yours, was he, Jan?
No, his wife was.
You should have been a property developer, not a farmer.
Well, I'll make it my new career.
Oh, no.
Come on, Zoe, pay off.
I can't, I'm broke.
Well, there is some justice in the world after all.
Yeah, well, there is when you've got the bank on your side.
You didn't cheat, did you, Michael?
No, I didn't. Well, at least you don't call it cheating when you're the banker. You just make sure it's some other poor devil that loses.
Doing a bit of work, Mr. Turner.
Just idle speculation, Amos. Idle speculation.
Mr. Turner, can I have a word?
Yes, of course. Is there anything wrong?
No, I'm fine.
Is there anything I can do?
I'd like you to give me Elsa's job.
Dear Elizabeth, it's hardly suitable. Besides, you'd have to learn to type.
I need a job. And I know from Elsa there isn't that much typing. Well, I've run a farm after all. I'm a good organiser. I can do accounts, VAT, administration. And I'm not afraid of hard work. I won't let you down, Mr. Turner.
I was really rather... It's an employment training scheme. I couldn't afford the prices that you'd expect to be paid.
Well, then pay me what you paid Elsa. I need a job. I don't want to beg, but I will if it's necessary.
No, there's no need for that.
Then you'll give me the job.
Well, it would save me from having to interview again. Yes, Elizabeth, I'll take you on.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Oh, I didn't like to leave this at the farm now that it's empty. I wondered if you'd keep it for me, out of harm's way. Thank you, Mr. Turner.